Hey everybody! Well, you guys knew I played guitar. But did you know that I also play this? Yeah, it's called a cello. Yep. You're thinking, yeah, it's just a big old violin. Not exactly. Violins are very high-pitched and they kind of hurt my ears. No offense to violin players, they just hurt my ears sometimes. That last one especially, that's the C string. That is not a high note. Alright, so you see this, you think classical music. But, I like to do some other stuff too, like, or how about, that was, Eye the Tiger, unless you didn't recognize it. Okay, another one, I don't really know much of the song, but I just know this little chorus. It's, well, you might remember it. That's Rocky Like a Hurricane, the little chorus bit. Anybody remember, Stand By Me? I know I'm not like the best player, but I bet I can play better than a lot of you, so don't go hating. Trying to think of another cool rock song I can play. Yeah, wish I could remember. Cool thing about playing the cello is you learn like really early on in life to do that. I don't know how fast I can get it to go without killing it, but I've never killed it just by spinning it. And you can see how fast that sucker's going. But yeah, it's got quite a, it's a great instrument, so I have a good time with it. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Yeah. Press the button. That button. Wrong. Okay, so let's review, people. This is a cello. It's a very large instrument, as you can see, and it has a lot of quite large pieces. And all of these pieces have names. This is called the bow. And it makes quite a long good mustache, if I say so myself. Okay. Obviously it's quite long. It is used to pull across the strings of the instrument to make them vibrate and make noise. This is the tip of the bow. This is pretty much the long bow piece and the strings. This piece here at the end is called a frog. Yes, that's right, it's a frog. Don't question why it's called a frog. We're not quite sure. This piece here, right there, that the strings go across before they go all curly here, is called the nut. Now, back then when these were originally made and played, this may have been appropriate. Now you say it, people start laughing at you. All these little black things sticking out are called pegs. The pegs hold the strings in place, and you turn them one way or the other to make the string looser or tighter. The curly twirly thing at the top is called the scroll. This piece here in the middle that the strings hold, that holds all the strings in place, is called the bridge. These two strangely shaped holes on the sides are called F-holes. Yes, that's right, F-holes. How they got their name remains a mystery to us, perhaps because they're in the shape of the old style F, how they used to draw it. I really don't know for sure. Maybe this was just invented by a bunch of perverts. These little things here are called fine tuners. They're kind of like the pegs up top, except you turn them just a little bit, and they don't change the sound of the string very much. That's the name fine tuners. They're used to tune very little at a time, whereas the pegs you can tune a whole bunch. Lastly, we have here what is called the tailpiece. The tailpiece is pretty much just something that holds the strings down, whereas the nut and the pegs hold the string up. It is hooked ever so nicely into the nut at the very bottom. This doobly-doo thingy, this end pin. Yeah, it's called an end pin. The end pin is probably one of the most deadly parts of the instrument. Why, you ask? Mine is quite round, but others are not so quite round, and they can do this. Shank, shank, shank. I stab you. You cannot deny the deadliness of this weapon. Okay, so, rate, leave a comment, answer the question, subscribe, whatever. Okay, here's the question. What instrument do you play? Tell us, or Wolfie will eat you. Rah, 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 rah. Be blinded by the shiny light of the cello.